I had a different title for this video, but this one actually makes more sense. It is take two because, well, yeah, you'll see. Me trying to be fancy.
Oh no. Are you kidding me? Okay, this might be take two. I don't know. I just spent like 10 minutes talking to a camera that wasn't recording. Anybody who does these videos knows exactly what I'm talking about. Again, I'm not used to it because the only indication is a little green light that flashes. It was been on steady. I'm going, why is it on steady? Oh no. So I got to think, what did I say? Or say, heck with it and do it all over again. I'm going to do it all over again. So follow along. I'm going to show you what I've done so far. The rear rudder pedals. For safety reasons, I like the ability to lock them in place and disconnect them from the main rudder pedals. So if you do have a passenger, them pushing their feet won't make a difference. And I wanted to do that in such a way that it would take 5 minutes to reactivate them. And I've done that. And the other thing is I was thinking about putting floorboards in for the feet for the rear passenger. And then I thought, nah, I don't need to. And then I thought again, and I figured, well, you know what? I got that linear actuator on the left-hand side and all those cables and everything else on there. And if their foot slips down and jams against that, it could cause a problem. So I figured, I'll just add that in. So I did those two things. It's like 3.5 hours work. Let me show you what I've done. So follow along. And I might edit this out too, because this camera has a head that wants to stay in the same north, east, west orientation, and then it'll stay level. Like for example, I'm tilting my hand to the side. Oh, I went too far, so now it's actually tilting. But it likes to stay level, so it'd be a great for over the shoulder when I'm flying. But for narration like I'm doing right now, I don't know. I do like the audio a little better on this one because the microphone is very directional. And when the heater turns on, I notice it doesn't pick it up because it's quite directional. Whereas the other cameras, the microphone is actually on the side of the camera, but it's very omnidirectional. So it picks up every noise in the hangar and it's, you got a lot of background noise. Where this one is almost like I'm wearing a microphone right here, which somebody who's a regular viewer, and I do appreciate it, and he says, get a lavalier mic, and I says, well, and I can afford it. I hear you. I agree with you, but yeah, it's a money thing. I'm spending it on this and other things. So, okay, enough of that. Let me show you what I've done so far, and all you other guys with Challengers, give it some thought that maybe if for safety reasons, let's look at the floorboards first. So let's go this way. Oh, and if I screw up with this camera, I'm just going to edit it out. So let's go. Okay, let's see. Let's spin you this way. Oh, that's a zoom. I don't want that. Come on, turn. Why is it not doing that?
Twenty minutes later.
Oh, learning process. Okay. I'll edit all that out, because damn. down. Wow, this is not easy to work with. I am not a professional. Boy, does it show. Okay, so here's the floorboard that I put in for the rear passenger. And of course, there's the rudder pedal, which is now fixed and doesn't move. All I did to put this in was on the back side here, there is an aluminum angle that goes right across, and just drilled a hole through the tube and put a stainless steel 2-inch with a nylon locking nut underneath, and just lock that in place. There's a nut plate underneath here, and the plate is fastened to that. And the plate is narrower here, and then it gets a little bit wider as it gets forward, because this does get wider. And at the front, I've got another angle, and because I put in this rear front glove box, it gave me a perfect place to fasten the front angle, and where the plates are fastened to. Again, I used nut plates underneath here because, well, you're not going to get underneath there. So yeah, these are nut plates, and done. So the aim is not on this side, on the right side, on the left side here. Underneath here is that linear actuator with all those cables and all that, and that is what I was concerned about. You know, a passenger's foot, or even some camping gear, because my camping gear is going to be in bags or what have you, but something falls over and gets down inside there for whatever reason, it could cause problems. So I just wanted to seal that up, just as I sealed up this back here. So I like that. Now, the rudder pedals, follow me as I make my way. Let's get this up here. Come on, turn. Oh, not that far. There. Okay, so here's my rudder pedal, and this rod is normally attached here, but it's attached now to this piece. And let's take a look at that. And it's just a piece of rather thick aluminum that's riveted to this angle aluminum, which is part of my front floorboards. And it's very secure. It does not move. And so it's the same thing on both sides. And turn this camera that way. There we go. Oh, maybe too much. Anyway, so it's the same thing over here. Now it's just a simple pin with a snap ring over here. Pin. It's quick to remove. I would be able to remove it from the top here and transfer it back onto the rudder pedal if I do want to activate my rear rudder pedals. But as it is right now, they are solid, they will not move, and they won't affect my flying. I still have to cut and work on the joystick for the rear passenger, and so I can remove it, and that's a completely sterile area. So the rear passenger area will be sterile, both for camping gear and whatnot, as well as a flying passenger who is not a pilot. Now, I don't intend on doing lessons in this aircraft, but if I ever did, the reason I've made these rudder pedals disconnectable, the rear rudder pedals disconnectable, the way I have is it would take 5 minutes or less to reactivate the rear rudder pedals, and then the rear joystick, I would simply reinsert it and put a pin through, and it's done. I'm going to leave the throttles in place. Okay, so I can quickly make this a dual control aircraft again very easily, but it's probably 99% of the time going to be a single control only, with the ability to carry a passenger who's not flying. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's turn this thing around. Oh, no, not that way. If I do that, I'm going to lose the microphone. Let's spin this the other way. Use the camera to turn, and up I go. There we go. Okay, so that's the update for right now, what I've done at this point, and it's coming along nicely. I had a few other things, like I've finally reattached the seat belts and secured those in properly, and I'm doing a few other things as well. So I'm going to carry on with my projects for today, and I will come back to you, let you know what I've done. I'm not going to be filming me cutting, sanding, riveting, measuring. I've done a lot of that, and if you like watching that, okay, I'll start filming that again. But it does slow me down when I'm working. Like, it literally adds 50% of the more time, or if not more, by doing that, because you got to set up the cameras and make sure that it sees everything. However, when I do attach the windscreen and I add that third door, because I've purchased the kit for that, and the windscreen is already drilled and marked, ready for me to cut it. And do all that riveting and putting together stuff. I'll probably film that as a step-by-step, because I know a lot of people have that option and a lot of people don't. I've never done it, but it's really straightforward. It's not that difficult. So I'm going to film what I'm doing on that, on a step-by-step thing, and so you'll see how I made that third door work for my airplane. Every airplane's a little different. I noticed their windscreens are cut slightly different, their nose cones are a little different, all these kind of things. So each one of these has some flavor to it that the builder put into it that's kind of unique to it. So no two Challengers are 100% identical. That's not going to happen. Unless they were built in a hangar with a bunch of guys who've like building 20 in a row and they've all done the same. Okay, you might get a duplication that way, but normally you're not. So I'll do that when I do the windscreen, which is coming up very quickly. I'm getting to the point where I need to get that done. And but for right now, I'm just going to cut this video. You'll be back in a split second. It'll be 3 hours later, and I'll let you know what I've done. So thanks for watching. Oh, and I say, click that subscribe button. If you've come across this and you're watching these videos, click that subscribe button. It really helps. I want to get to 1,000 before spring. It'd be nice to have like over 1,000 subscribers. So probably when I start flying this machine, more people will be interested. But we'll see. Okay, be back shortly. On to more work.
2 hours later.
Okay, I'm back with the fancy camera again. We're going to see how this works. Right, I'm done for the day. 7 hours is my limit. Got a few more things done, and it's coming along nicely. Let me show you. Let me show you what I did. Well, first off, let me just show you what I did. All right, let's turn around. Oh, and go this way, and go this way. All right, now let's turn this camera around the other way. Come on. Oh, I hate when it does this. There we go. Okay, there we go. I think I can see this. All right, here's the joystick. It's in 2 pieces. You betcha. Cut, sanded, polished. So what's going to happen? Oh, out of frame. There we go. What's going to happen? I got to get some white nylon insert for this. Actually, the insert is going to go on the top side so that I can reinstall it. So yeah, just going to have to order some of that white plastic insert and get that joystick done so that I can take care of that. Oh lordy, what else have I done? A whole bunch of stuff up top, and I've got the nose cone on again, and got the pitot system sort of done. Let's pull this little ladder here, and let's see if we can. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. Oh, the other way. I'm going to turn this camera. Anyways, yeah, there's a shelf metal bracket up here that I think you can see. And that metal bracket is what the pitot tube is going to be fastened to. That might have been rotten camera work. I haven't got a clue. All right. Let's bring this back up. And, oh, no, that's zoom again. Learning a new camera. And I've got the nose all taped off. As you can see, it's not, I've got to wrap it and all that. So the nose here, where the pitot is coming out, is going to be red. And there will be a big red stripe here. That lane disappears, and I'm going to be putting EFIS on there instead. But there's going to be a big red stripe down the side over here. I'm trying to decide whether I want a red stripe back there as well. That kind of matches. Let's get this here. That kind of matches here. If I can sort of carry it along on the way back, I'll see. All right. Well, let's. Oh. I don't think I'm going to use this camera again the next time. It's too much of a pain in the ass. Just a simple action cam that I've been using, even though the audio is worse than these. This camera here. Okay, that's it for today. Quite a bit done, but a lot of little fiddly bits again. One step closer. Once I'm finished with this nose here, and I've finished sanding and painting and putting a name on it, and getting that the pitot tube installed in the pitot system, then I start on the windscreen, put the windshield back on, and cut it and install that third door. Let me know in the comments if you think I should carry that red stripe all the way back. I'd like to. The reason is simply because the aircraft being gray and blue means it'll disappear in the sky, and the white, of course, there's white in here as well. By putting some red accents on here, it'll just be a little easier to spot. At least that's my thinking. You know, I know there's some people who paint their airplanes camo and they want to hide. Why? Whatever. I guess if you like playing Army, you know, I was in the military. I didn't play Army. Yeah, spent many times sleeping underneath a rain poncho, and yeah, hey, I love the outdoors, but I don't need to play Army. So this airplane is not going to be camo or anything like that. It's going to be bright colors if I can. I'd love to have to repaint the whole thing, you know. I guess cub yellow or something, but you know, because it's where I'm going in the wilderness with this. There's no civilization. It'd be nice to be able to have something that's bright colors, that's easy to spot, just in case. You know, wanted just in case. It's kind of like, you know, I carry a spare tire because I plan on having a flat tire. No, you carry a spare tire because if you do have a flat tire, you're not stranded. So, so anyways, the red accent. Let me know in the comments what you think. And on the other stuff, the fastening of the rear rudder pedals, and then cutting the joystick so it's removable. Again, to reactivate everything and for a second pilot, if for whatever reason, would literally 5-10 minutes, and your rudder pedals are reconnected and your joystick is put back in, and there you go, you're flying again with the person in the back. So it's not a permanent disabling, it's just removing it so that, for my purposes, I think it makes it safer, that there's nothing in the way, nothing gets jammed. So, okay, so that's it. Thanks again for following along. Appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff, and ring the dingy bell and whatever. And, well, you know, I was going to make a comment on the the Chiefs and no, it's congratulations, Patriots, you won the Super Bowl, and you didn't just win it, you stomped on. Anyways, we won't get into that. We're into hockey season, so with that note, keep your stick on the ice, and we'll see you here in the hangar again. Oh, I'm in the shade. Oh, look at that. That's it. All the gray hair and balding. Oh, anyways, see you later. Bye for now.
And thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like and subscribe and all that good stuff. See you again in the hangar. Bye for now.